Please like us, share and subscribe to Timeless Plus News channel by clicking on the subscribe button and notification bell below to receive all notifications. Thank you.
Good day and welcome to Timeless Plus News channel. Thank you for visiting our news channel.
Breaking news. Early predictions on the 2023 presidential election. Who is making these predictions? Do you agree with these analysis and permutations? Please, we would like to read your comments on these. Here is the full news. Dele Momodu gives early permutations on 2023 presidential election. Fellow Nigerians, let me make a few clarifications before going into the nitty-gritty of this epistle. Today, I'm wearing two caps on this page. I'm a journalist as well as a politician. I have been both for decades, although I remain pre-eminently a journalist. Also, I have been a non-partisan politician for a long time until recently. Even then I have seen it fit to support candidates from the two mainstream political parties depending on the capacity and performance of the ruling government party. Since this is my column, it is expected that it will reflect my personal opinion and not that of any other person. This has always been the case, although my opinion may sometimes be shaped by not only the voracious reading culture that I have made the mainstay of my career as a journalist but also the wide consultations and interactions that I continue to have both as a journalist and politician. And opinions can oftentimes be subjective, although I try to be as objective and fair as possible. I am aware that even objectivity and fairness can be relative, but they are standards one must strive to attain, maintain and exist by in life. Equally importantly, I am also brutally frank and open to self-criticism at all times. Going on to my early permutations for the 2023 presidential race, let me state categorically that I have at least 6 good friends in the race, namely, Mr. Abdul Latif Kolawole Abiola, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Omiele Sowore, Mr. Peter Obi and Alhaji Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. All 6 of them are eminently qualified to lead our country Nigeria. They all have distinctive personal characteristics and attributes which enable each of them to be individually considered strong candidates for the position of president. However, each of them cannot be considered in isolation. They must be looked at from the viewpoint of party, background and relationships. I must therefore establish some methodology for my assessment of what would determine the ultimate winner of the 2023 presidential contest. In present-day Nigerian presidential elections, there are certain major factors at play. These factors have become majorly important given the prevailing circumstances in the country, particularly those of agitations for restructuring and secession, insecurity, failed economy and poverty, gross unemployment, infrastructure deficit and decay, educational maladministration and maladjustment and parlous health services. These major factors include the following. 1. There were usually 2 mainstream political parties. In 2023, they will be APC and PDP. A third force is still warming up as a major challenger, especially in the southern regions. It is not yet known how much power it can garner and galvanize in the coming months. That is the Labour Party. In all honesty, that is as far as my third eye can see for now. I apologize therefore to my 3 other friends in what I call fringe parties, namely, Kola Abiola, Rabiu Kwankwaso and Omiele Sowore. Kwankwaso has a chance of doing much better than the other 2 because of his popularity in the massive electoral cauldron that is Kano State. He also has some following in the north, but I still do not see him making such an inroad as to garner more than 3 to 5% of the total votes cast. 2. Ethnicity, or what is called the race factor in the United States of America, will play a major part in 2023. A lot of Nigerians have seen the ethnic factor play out by a division of the country into 3 large parts: the monolithic North, the Southwest Edo and Delta states, and an amalgam of the other South-South states and the Southeast states. On my part, one do not see a monolithic North as well. The Middle Belt, including Kwara and Kogi states, have been much maligned and marginalized in this respect. Yet they have their own strong force and voice. I will break down its beneficiaries in the next few paragraphs. 3. Religion will play a significant role in 2023. We have already seen how this has become a major thorny issue due to APC's decision to present a Muslim ticket. It is also front-loaded as a major factor because of the prevailing distrust and insecurity that is all-pervading in the country. This used to be largely a northern thing, with grave vicious violence being unleashed upon one another by Muslims and Christians alike. However, this distrust, and insecurity, has spilled over into the south and is part of the reasons why agitations for restructuring and self-determination have risen to a crescendo. 4. Money. This has always been a major player in determining who succeeds to the presidency of the country. The ruling party has always had an advantage in this area. For starters, as of June 2021 there were almost 180,000 polling units in Nigeria. It is not unusual for additional polling booths to be created a few days to the election. What is constant is that every serious political party has to have at least one agent at each polling unit, and these polling agents need to be adequately remunerated and provided with all necessary logistic material to ensure effective and efficient return as a party polling agent. To man all these polling stations will need at over 20 billion naira by my reckoning, and that is being on the cheap side. Loads of cash will therefore be needed by all of the contestants. 5. The Buhari factor. The federal government is too powerful as it controls INEC, police, army, other security agencies, even the central bank and so on, to a large extent. This is a major tool for any government which is unwilling to give up the stranglehold it has on power, particularly when it realizes that the populace is thoroughly dissatisfied with its performance. Let me now take you on a tour de force of what you should expect to see next year. From my crystal ball, I can foresee a straight fight between APC and PDP candidates. In this round 1, APC candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu seems to be at an advantage. His party is currently in power and controls all the appurtenances of government. Nevertheless, the strength of APC is also its main weakness. After 8 years of monumental failure in office, it has lost most of the attraction that brought it to power in 2015. Its victory in the 2019 presidential elections is still controversial till this day. On the issue of ethnicity, this may be the major clincher in the race. There are 2 southern contenders in the presidential election. The major southerner is the former Lagos State Governor Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and to a lesser degree, the other southerner is former Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi. My brothers and friends, Kola Abiola, and Omoyele Sowore, both southerners as well, have little say in this battle royale which the 2023 presidential election portends. The principal challenger for Tinubu and Obi will be former Vice President, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. In the southeast, I believe that the Igbos are likely to back their son, Obi, and the Labour Party for the most part. The southwest will be extremely dramatic, and the results may be very shocking. APC controls 4 states here: Lagos, Ogun, Ekiti and Ondo, and PDP, 2 states, Oyo and Osun. More to come on this channel.
Thank you for listening to the news. Please feel free to comment on this news in the comment section below. Till we come your way again, it is bye from us and have a great day. From Timeless Plus News.
Please like us, share and subscribe to Timeless Plus News channel by clicking on the subscribe button and notification bell below to receive all notifications. Thank you.